is Phyllis Parks, and I have with me Mike Marron. And Mike, thanks for taking the time. So you're representative of this area, and this is your first year. You're junior up there, or freshman, whatever they call you. So how's things going?
Well, I'm glad to be back home in district on break. It was a pretty intense session there, especially towards the end. And so a lot of things happened, not all of them good, but, we were there giving it our best shot, representing the district the best we could, but it's good to be back in district and back on the farm.
Yeah, you kind of miss home once in a while when you're gone, don't you?
You sure do. It's an adjustment being away from home and family, and especially with the way the weather was this spring on the farm, and it was a pretty stressful time, so it's good to be back home.
Yeah, I kind of come by some fields here, and corn's all different heights, and so it used to be knee-high by 4th of July, and then it went shoulder-high by the 4th of July. I think this year we're probably knee-high by the 4th of July.
Yeah, we're going to have some corn that's it's going to be good if it's knee-high by the 4th of July because things were just so late. But, the stuff is starting to look good now. It's just a little behind where it should be for this time of the year.
Right, and I think Iowa and everybody around here is in the same boat we are.
Yeah, it was very, very late here for us in the eastern part of the state, but really I think, we're in as about as good a shape as anybody. So not that it's been a good year, but as far as this year goes, we're probably, we're probably lucky, I guess.
Yeah, we're just going to hang in there like a farmer does.
Yep, this is agriculture, right? Every year's different. So
that's so true. And if you didn't like it, then you'd have been out a long time ago.
That's for sure. It's not for the faint of heart. Kind of like politics.
You're right. That's so true. So tell me a little bit about what we're doing here today and why this came about.
Well, we're touring the hog facility here, Shepherd's Hog Facility, and I took a tour 4 or 5 months ago. I know it was back in the wintertime when it was much colder. But this is livestock agriculture is so critical to the economy. It's critical to us grain farmers, and it's also a very important part of this district's economy. So, I wanted to educate myself as best I could, and I took a tour and I found it fascinating, and I thought that my colleagues would benefit from that as well. So, hopefully, we're going to have some reps and senators out here today that are going to learn a little bit about this hog facility.
Okay, who else did we invite?
Well, I think I invited as many colleagues as I could, so hopefully I know we're going to have some area reps and maybe a senator, and hopefully we're going to have the chairwoman of the House Ag Committee, Sonia Harper from Chicago, here today, which would be a very positive thing. So.
Yes, it would. And so I see that these barns are full of hogs here now, and I was just talking about that. The last time I was here, it was the open house, and, it was kind of nice inside, quiet and everything, but these hogs look pretty content in here, and, they talk about hogs being crowded and all that, and none of these hogs look too crowded in here. So what's your comment on the actual hogs in the facility?
Well, I think, and this is one thing that I was really fascinated to learn about when I took the tour. Everything is set up in this facility to maximize the hogs being at ease, to be content, because hogs that are content and have low stress perform better. They eat better, they gain better, and at the end of the day, that's profitability for the farmer. So, this is a very scientific method. Everything's thought out, and to make the hogs absolutely as content as possible so that they'll gain weight fast and be more profitable.
Yeah, well, they're about halfway through, because I think they told me about 150 and 280 is market weight. Mm-hmm. So they're probably about halfway there, and they're looking pretty good, like you said. One thing I wanted to point out, too, do you smell anything?
I don't. No, it's amazing. We're right here next to the building, and I could be 100 miles away, and it would be the same smell. It's no smell at all.
Yeah, I know most of it goes underground, and that was one of the things they were worried about was the odor and the windmills taking the odor and carrying it and everything. But I just wanted to point out that I don't think I smell anything, but I could probably be used to a little bit of it, but I just wanted somebody else to tell me that too.
Yeah, I suppose maybe that's the danger growing up on the farm. I'm used to farmyard smells, but we never had hogs on our farm, so I don't think I'd be used to that, and I smell nothing. So.
Okay, well, thank you. And so, what's your year look like here coming up? You're going to be pretty busy.
Yeah, for the rest of the summer and early part of fall, we're going to spend time in district and basically going out talking to constituents, talking to people about what happened in the last session and preparing for the next session and trying to get good ideas from the public about legislation and get input on how the things that we did impact the public. We may go back for a veto session in October, but really now it's just this is the part where we focus on constituent service and being there for the people we represent.
And how many parades and breakfasts and things do you have to go to then?
Got quite a few coming up with the 4th of July. There's always a bunch of parades, but it's always good to get out and see people. And, 4th of July is a great time of the year. So.
Okay, Mike, well, thanks for taking the time to talk to me today, and thanks for thinking of this idea here to bring people out to see what it's like to have a hog facility close to you.
You bet. Thank you, Phyllis, for being here, and it's going to be a good day.
Okay, thank you.